It's in Malibu. I'm Al Epstein as the Waves get ready to take up and won the conference tournament going to the NCAA. We are underway in set number one. The block up front, Cameron White in their white, orange, and blue. And for the Bruins, they're in their powder blue and gold. Our officials for tonight's match, the up official, Troy Gavitt, the down official, Brian Brokenball. And a point for the Bruins. They take a quick, early 2-0 lead. Starting lineups for Pepperdine. They will start on the outside. Jose Gomez, Ryan Barnett, and Koharki on the outside. In the middle, Noe Mate, along with James Eady. The center, Andre Polomas, and the libero is Jacob Riley. Waves on offense off the blocks, and Pepperdine able to get the point. And Koharki, last year's NBSF Freshman of the Year and second-team All-American, the 6'10", second-year player out of Barrington, Illinois. Waves coached by Jonathan Winder, assisted by Matt Pollock, along with Luke Reynolds. They're both the associate head coaches, and assistant is Will Kraft, as the ball saved by Andrew Rowan, and then the touch over by UCLA. Pepperdine again, Harkey firing away, the overpass by UCLA. Pepperdine back on offense. Barnett pounds it, but kept in play by UCLA. They go on the outside to Kelly, and it comes up short, and Pepperdine gets the point. For UCLA, they will start on the outside. Sean Kelly, along with David Decker and Zach Rama. In the middle, Micah Wong Diallo and Cameron Thorne. The center, Andrew Rowan, and the libero, Chris Connolly. Head coach of the Bruins, John Hawks, in his second season, and a service error inside out to UCLA. The Waves trailing 3-2. It's the best 3 out of 5. First 4 sets to 25. You must win by 2. If they play to a set 5, they will play to 15. Again, you must win by 2, and there's no ceiling. Both these teams, outstanding serving teams. Waves this year have outaced their opponents 174-86. They have been dominant at the service line. Pepperdine also a strong blocking team, blocking their opponents 335-218. Firing away is David Decker out of the back row, the left-hander having a sensational season at 6'9". Decker out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, comes in with 171 kills and netting 339. For UCLA, also a strong serving team. They've outaced their opponents 125-91, also very strong at the net. Out blocking their opponents 291-199 as Ryan Barnett, first team All-American last year, and gets the kill, and we're tied at 4. I really think this match could come down to who blocks better at the net, could be the key. Now each team handles each other's serve. Both teams playing great. Pepperdine has won 6 in a row and 10 of 11, and they get the ace. Koharki with the ace, tied for the team lead, and now takes the lead with 36 aces. He leads the NCAA, averaging 4.33 kills per set, 290 kills. The 6'10" sophomore out of Barrington, Illinois. A jump serve, Waves lead 5-4 in set 1. Thorne over the middle. Make it Micah Wong Diallo coming up with the point for UCLA. So the Bruins, one of the top offensive hitting teams in the nation. The quick hit is there by Andre Polomas, who is an offensive threat like Andrew Rowan of UCLA. Polomas now with 30 kills on the season, and Rowan for UCLA has 29. 6-5 Pepperdine in set number 1. Booming jump serve. Kelly able to receive. They go to Rama, goes deep, and it's long, no good. Point to Pepperdine. The Bruins are ranked second in the NCAA, hitting .393. Hawaii tops the nation, hitting .396. Pepperdine, number 4 in the NCAA in team offense, hitting .374. Another booming serve by Pepperdine, but then the quick attack. Cameron Thorne, the transfer from Grand Canyon, a 3-time All-American at 6'4", the senior out of Hollywood, Florida. He currently leads the NCAA, hitting .534. when watching UCLA in the warm-ups, another good serve by the Bruins, but the Waves able to get it over. Bruins come right back again to Thorne and gets the kill. But the Bruins, and they've been so good this year, best start since 1984. They come in 20-0, but they are currently in second place at 7-0 in the conference standings, with Pepperdine number 1 at 8-0. But it is probably the most athletic team I've ever seen watching UCLA. We've seen Long Beach State, we've seen Penn State, UC Irvine, but from top to bottom, just quick, outstanding athletes. There you see Jacob Riley, second-team All-American last year, the libero, who leads Pepperdine with 122 digs, the transfer from Concordia, where he played for 2 years, over the middle, the quick attack. Cameron Thorne, again, when you have such two strong blocking teams, you run a lot of quick sets tight at the net, and then Thorne, who's such an explosive athlete, then you run a lot of back row attacks as well, trying to find the one-on-one blocker. Waves going on the back row. Jose Gomez, the 6'4" sophomore from Cuba, a lot of international experience. You see number 22 enjoying an outstanding season, comes in hitting .347 with 109 kills. It's just two evenly matched teams. Going cross court, that is Decker. Waves keep it in play. Both big block up front. Big defensive effort by the Bruins. We're tied at 9 in set number 1. The blocking and serving could be big keys for either team. A series that dates back to 1972. And the Bruins lead the overall series 93-46. Waves outside with the kill, Cole Hartke. Boy, just two strong power hitting teams. Pepperdine 10, UCLA 9. Bruins, of their 20 wins, 14 by shutouts. In fact, they come in, they have 4 consecutive shutout wins, and they've won 16 straight sets, and the Waves get an ace. I think both coaches will really utilize their timeouts, trying to keep each team close. If John Hawks or Jonathan Winder see the other team getting on a bit of a run, 3, 4, 5 points, they will utilize those timeouts. Waves again, Jose Gomez with a jump serve. Connolly pops it up, it goes into the steel beams, and then Sean Kelly gets the kill. Kelly, a really talented sophomore, was a starter as a freshman, 6'7" out of Manhattan Beach. Comes in with 244 kills, hitting .402 from the outside. You see Polo Moss, 11-10 Pepperdine, set 1. Decker with a strong jump serve. Riley with a touch. Waves try to get it over, blocked up front, and a point to UCLA. Coming up with a big play, Michael Wong Diallo, the 6'9" junior from Los Angeles. Of course, last year, UCLA won 2 out of 3, the 2 regular season matches. Service Air side out to Pepperdine. But Pepperdine beat UCLA in the NBSF tournament semifinals, eventually winning the conference tournament, going to the NCAAs, but they lost in the semis to Long Beach State. UCLA lost to Long Beach State in the national championship match. Waves up front. Hartke there, but the hit came up short. Pepperdine 13 and UCLA 11. Well, the Bruins coming off a couple of big wins at Stanford last weekend, and both shutouts, which is so impressive. But Pepperdine, the same thing, going to Provo, Utah, and knocking off Brigham Young before 4,000 each night, 2 times, and the Waves winning 3-1 and 3-1 in Provo. BYU will host the NBSF tournament April 22nd to the 25th in Provo. But for UCLA, by far and away the most national titles in men's volleyball, 21. They won it in 23 and 24 under John Spruall. Their first national title was in 1970. However, Pepperdine, second most all-time. They have 5 national titles. Shot attempt gets away by Decker and goes out of bounds. The UCLA, 167. Two of the best offensive teams in the nation squaring off in this one. The Waves moving left to right. Cole Harkey with the jump serve. A lot of top spin. Took a little bit off, trying to keep it in play. Rama with a hit. Diving save back there. Great play by Hartke. Then out of the back row and able to score is UCLA.
Number 12, Sean Kelly, point Brewing.
Sean Kelly gets the point. 15-13 UCLA down by a couple. Both these teams do a great job running a back row attack. As you take a look at Micah Wong Diallo serving with a jump floater. The middle blocker. Waves back row, tapped over, but a nice touch back there by Rowan. It goes to Rama firing away. Riley keeps it in play. Pepperdine again. Barnett volleys it back. UCLA tapped over. Waves continue to keep it in play, but we're probably going to get a net against Pepperdine and a point to UCLA. For the Bruins, their best start since 1984, 20-0. They're the only unbeaten team in the nation currently. UCLA number 1, Long Beach State sits at number 3, Hawaii number 2, SC number 4, UC Irvine number 5, Pepperdine at number 6. Cole Harkey with the kill. So for UCLA, they won the regular season, the NBSF last year. As you see John Hawks in his second season, replacing John Sperol after 12 years and a couple of national titles. Another booming serve by Barnett. They go to Rama. Great play by Riley, but the ball did hit the floor. Nice effort by Jacob Riley. Point to UCLA, 16-15. Pepperdine Bruins serving now. Big weekend in the NBSF with Stanford at Brigham Young, or at USC on Friday and Saturday. Waves back row to Harkey, but the shot no good. And a point to UCLA. Now the Bruins taking on the Waves. You see Jonathan Winder in his 4th season. Last year's NBSF Coach of the Year. He was actually coaching women's volleyball at Fresno State for 4 seasons before getting a head coaching job at Pepperdine. A service ace by the Bruins. And the Waves are going to take a timeout as UCLA with a bit of a run. 3 straight points. They've taken the lead. 17-16 in set 1. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. For UCLA, trying to get another national championship. And for them, as we get a service error by Rowan, and Pepperdine will get the ball back. But the UCLA, they will host the NCAA semis and national championship at Pauley Pavilion May 9th and 11th. But after that, in 2027 and 28, the NCAA Men's Volleyball Championships will be held in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena. Well, things are changing. The NCAA tournament begins May 1st and 2nd. 12 teams this year, boy. Explosive hit. Cameron Thorne. So for UCLA, it is set up for them to win another national title, hosting the semis and national championship. Next year, the University of Pacific will join the NBSF. Thorne off to a great start. Leading UCLA with 4 kills. And we are tied at 18. Zach Rama. Pepperdine will get the ball back. Andre Polomaz. He was tied with the team lead with 35 service aces. Originally from Serbia, transfer from Purdue, Fort Wayne. Bruins on the offensive. Decker out of the back row. Goes cross court and gets the kill. The University of Pacific, another Division I school, bringing back volleyball. They have played for 21 seasons and then dropped the sport 13 years ago. And the University of Pacific joining the NBSF on January 1st, 2027. Bruins have the lead 19-18. Both these teams, powerful serving squads. Waves do a good job. Polomas goes to Harkey with a rip. Covered by the Bruins out of the back row. Missing Sean Kelly. Check it, Zach Rama. Actually, he did get the point. Barely might have been touched, and a point to UCLA. Take a look at this. Rama high flyer. He was in bounds along the line. That serve goes out of bounds. 2019, Waves down by 1. Trent Taliaferro, 6'5" sophomore service here, just into the lineup for UCLA. You see Chris Conley, we mentioned the Bruins from top to bottom, maybe the most athletic team we may have ever seen. Conley able to receive. Go outside, hit Decker, Waves able to cover it. They go to Berra, to Harkey, knocked down up front by Kelly. Kelly there again, this time Harkey with a rip and gets the point. Harkey with 4 kills, leading Pepperdine. Thorne topping UCLA, also with 4. Usually you'll see teams with maybe 2 or 3 really good athletes on their squad. But when we look at UCLA's team, all 7, 8 players, just super athletes, quick and go up the ladder, long and athletic. And certainly one reason why the Bruins are ranked number 1. They were preseason number 1. They've held that position all season long. 21-20, Bruins have the lead and serving. Waves come in. They've been playing well. That one gets away. Side out, Pepperdine. And we're even at 21. The Waves go to the bench. You see Noe Mate, the 6'7" freshman middle from Switzerland. The Waves bring in Zach Chapin, a 6'1" redshirt freshman, to serve out of Manhattan Beach. 21-21 has been so close in this first set. Good jump serve. Rowan runs it down. They go to Rama, but it's knocked down. It'll make it Kelly, and the Waves up with a great block. Ryan Barnett, first team All-American last year. A 6'5" graduate from West Hampton Beach, New York. Also Harkey and Mate defending. Waves get back the lead at 22-21 in this first set. Waves with a jump serve. Rowan goes to Kelly, finds the open space and able to get the point. Sean Kelly. We're tied at 22. Waves have won 6 in a row, 10 of their last 11. They are 8-2 at home. During that stretch, the only loss at Hawaii after they have beaten the Warriors a couple days earlier before 8,000 fans in Honolulu. Big jump serve, Waves on offense. Riley sets. They go to Barnett with the hit. UCLA back row attack. The Waves able to send it back up. At the net, the quick hitter up front. The Waves cannot handle it. Andrew Rowan, a 3-time All-American, number 7 at 6'6". He leads the nation, the NCAA, averaging 11.67 assists per set. The Waves take a timeout. The Bruins have the lead in set 1, 23-22. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. John Hawks, who was at Loyola Chicago a couple years ago from 2022 through 2024, was the Amoeba Coach of the Year in 2023. Waves, can they get it over? Harkey with a slam and gets the point. A key point for Pepperdine. Harkey delivers. Remember, he's 6'10", one of the most explosive players in the country. Second team All-American as a freshman. It's Harkey at the service line. High toss, rocks him, fires, but it gets away. The Waves rolling the dice, trying to keep pressure on UCLA. It's set point number 1, 24-23, Bruins.
Back to serve for UCLA, number 20, Quincy Bradford, serving set point UCLA.
Grayson Bradford comes in for the Bruins, a 6'10" freshman from Manhattan Beach to serve. See Jonathan Winder. Jump serve. Waves on offense. They fire away over the middle to Edie. It comes back outside. Rama gets the kill, and UCLA wins 25-23. And UCLA takes a 1-0 lead. Team will change sides. The Bruins at 360, Pepperdine 182. We'll come back with the second set. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. Job with this Pepperdine program. Waves will be moving right to left in set number 2. Bruins Decker pounds it down for the kill. Our officials for tonight's match: up official Troy Gavitt, down official is Brian Brokenball. 1-0. This is David Decker, the 6'9" outside hitter, comes up short. Both teams will rely on great serving in this one. For the Bruins, we're tied at 1 for UCLA. They now have won 17 consecutive sets. Good serve by the Waves, but the Bruins, excellent ball handling team. Can the Waves get it over? Too many hits, and a point for UCLA. Sean Kelly able to deliver, now with 4 kills. You key so much on Decker at 6'9" and Rama at 6'8", but you cannot forget about Sean Kelly. He's got great court presence. The Waves on offense over the middle. James Edie. James Edie, who is honorable mention All-American last year, at 6'7", he leads Pepperdine with 75 blocks. He comes in hitting .458 with 79 kills. A junior out of Newport Beach. Waves able to drive it and get the point. Grant Lamoureux in the lineup for Pepperdine. The 6'10" redshirt freshman. A couple years ago, he was recruited as the #1 player in the country. A great beach volleyball player on top of everything else. 6'10" out of Clemens, North Carolina. Really talented players. Had some injuries, but finally healthy once again. Quick attack there is Andrew Rowan able to get the point. We are tied at 3. Rowan, also a top beach volleyball player. 3-time All-American. Probably the best center in the nation. And enjoying an outstanding campaign as the Bruins looking for another national title. Of course, in other sports, they play in the Big Ten Conference. Pepperdine in the West Coast Conference. Waves able to get the point. Ryan Barnett gives the Waves the 4-3 lead. Barnett enjoying another outstanding season. Comes in with 212 kills. The 6'5" graduate from West Hampton Beach, New York. He's hitting .371. First team All-American last year, number 14. Boy, out of the back row, somehow the Waves get it over, and then missed there by Cameron. Finally, it has to be definitive and absolute to overturn the call on the court, and the Waves were given the point on the missed hit by Cameron Thorne. We sit way upstairs, so we're not really privy to what's going on down below. And the crowd continues to file in. School is in session, though. Pepperdine on the quarter system. Oh, it actually hit the foot of Barnett. I guess the Bruins are saying the ball may have hit the floor. Great job by our camera crew, our director, Jonah Barony. That's probably what the Bruins are challenging. Did any part of that ball hit the court? It was actually Barnett's foot that was able to get the ball over. I knew his hands were quick, but not that quick. They continue, officials talking to each other at those headsets. And it's got to be absolute. And they are looking at separate cameras than what you're looking at. The point will stand for Pepperdine. So UCLA loses the challenge. Maybe just not enough there to overturn the call. Worth a try by John Hawks, who actually played his volleyball at San Diego State back in the early 2000s, but got his degree from the University of Phoenix. Also been an assistant at Long Beach State, SC, and UC Irvine. He's been the head coach of the U.S. Junior National Team, which is a great recruiting pipeline. 5-3 Pepperdine, set number 2. Bruins won the first set, 25-23, hitting 360. Serve comes up short by Harkey. It is a big weekend. Brigham Young is at Vanguard for 2, and then Stanford at USC beginning tomorrow and Saturday. Stanford here next weekend, the 10th and 11th in Malibu. Meanwhile, Pepperdine and UCLA meet over at Pauley on Saturday at 5 p.m. Ball pounded down. Bruins. Rowan goes on the outside. Oh, the big block up front. Noe Mate and Andre Polomas defending. Big block by Pepperdine. Mate, who had been starting, was off to a great start and then injured an ankle and finally getting healthy. A lot of international experience, wearing number 4, the 6'7" first-year player from Switzerland. Mate's hitting .529 on the year. Explosive hit over the middle. He used it with Sean Kelly quite a bit. Waves, who are also extremely athletic, Ryan Barnett, Polo Mazza, Jacob Riley, but again, most teams 3, maybe 4 top athletes, but you look at UCLA, the entire team so mobile and athletic and quick. Ball hit over, diving save by Riley. Waves Barnett, fires. Was it touched? Apparently so. Point to Pepperdine. Boy, great effort on both sides. The Waves have the lead, 7-5. Triple blockers there. They go off the hand of Decker at 6'9". And Barnett now with 3 kills. Harkey with 5, leading Pepperdine. Rowan, a quick attack. Thorne, but the Waves somehow keep it in play. Barnett volleys it over. Diving save by Connolly. Goes to Decker off the blocks and able to get the point. Blocking early, Pepperdine with 5 and UCLA with 6. Each team with a couple of aces. Diggs, 10-9 Bruins. UCLA now hitting .306, Pepperdine .286. In this second set, Pepperdine hitting .571 and UCLA .250. But a booming serve by Cameron Thorne, and he gets the ace. Thorne comes in with 8 service aces. Transfer from Grand Canyon, they then drop the sport. He was an All-American for UCLA last year, and this time comes up short. Pepperdine 8, UCLA 7. Boy, for UCLA, playing out of the Big Ten Conference, it's good to be a Bruin this year. Of course, their women's basketball team in the Final Four playing tomorrow night against Texas. Ball hit there by Decker. Waves keep it in play. Harkey goes cross court and gets the kill. So Harkey. So for UCLA women's basketball team, they're ranked number 2 in the nation. Their baseball team, the Bruins, they are ranked number 1 in the country. And of course, their men's volleyball team also number 1. Pepperdine, the place out of the West Coast Conference in other sports. That is changing drastically as Gonzaga moves to the Pac-12. Oh, the big block up front, but it's no good by Edie and Harkey and Barnett. Point to UCLA. It's 9-8 Pepperdine. There you see James Edie leading Pepperdine this year with 79 blocks, having a sensational campaign. Honorable mention All-American last year. 6'7" junior out of Newport Beach. At the net, they joust. Tapped over by Barnett. Played by Decker, firing away. Barnett with a touch. Waves get it over. And then the quick hitter. And the point to UCLA. Sean Kelly once again. Kelly now with 6 kills. That West Coast Conference. And Pepperdine getting a new head coach about a week ago. Griff Aldrich, who was the associate head coach at Virginia this past year. Booming serve by the Bruins. It goes up into the rafters. And that will be given a point to UCLA. A service ace. Ball may have hit the basket overhanging the court. And the crowd doesn't quite understand. Those beams and lights are very much in play as long as the ball comes back on the same side. But the baskets that go up and down. Part of the basket is in play, the other part is out of play. And apparently the ball hit one of the baskets out of bounds. Service error, side out to Pepperdine, one side at 10. Great crowd on hand on this Thursday night. Beautiful day here along the coast, about 70 degrees, a lot of sunshine and blue skies here in Malibu. Rowan runs it down. Ball shows cross court and able to get the point. Sean Kelly. You see Jacob Riley, second team All-American last year. Most of these players on the U.S. national teams. They know each other well. Number one team in the nation, Waves. Can they get it over the Lamoureux with the hit? Comes back to UCLA. Great save by Riley, but right there, Thorne. Waves keep it alive. Riley's hit goes out of bounds. Boy, some great play on both sides. Waves able to keep it in play time and time again. The Waves are going to challenge this. We'll see Jonathan Winder. The call on the court was attack error by Pepperdine, but as Riley's hit went out of bounds. Again, it has to be absolute. Let's see. Really close. The Waves saying the ball is inbounds as Decker leaves it. Let's see it again. Boy, it's close. From that angle, it could be touching the line. Let's see, we got another angle. Really close. Glad I don't have to make the call on this one. We'll see. Again, it's got to be absolute and definitive. The point will stand for UCLA. Was ruled out of bounds. Attack error. 12-10 UCLA. Bruins who have wins over Long Beach State twice, USC twice, Stanford twice. Beat Hawaii in Honolulu. They beat UC Irvine. They have taken on all comers. Now they get number 6 Pepperdine over the middle. Zach Rama with the put away. 13-10 UCLA. Bruins in this set hitting .316. Pepperdine 500. 5 kills on 10 swings and no attack errors. And yet they trail by 3 in the second set. Service ace. UCLA won the first set, 25-23. Sean Kelly has been the star so far for UCLA. The Waves going to go to the bench. For Pepperdine, maybe a better ball handler. They bring in Ford Harmon, the transfer from Long Beach State. 6-foot redshirt freshman. Goes in the back row. This time it goes out of bounds. Service error, Pepperdine with the point. 14-11 UCLA. These teams square up on Saturday at Pauley Pavilion at 5 p.m. I'm sure they'll have a big crowd for that match. Wave serving. Rowan goes backside to Decker, who fires and missed it out of bounds. David Decker, attack error. Decker's hitting .339. Kelly .402. Rama .364. The top offensive teams in the nation squaring off tonight. Rowan, a quick attack to Thorne, able to get the put away. Second, it is Michael Wong Diallo. The Waves are going to take it. UCLA won the first set, 25-23. Waves hitting .281 for the match. The Bruins .340. Jump floater serve. Waves able to keep it in play. Harkey from the outside. Popped up. Decker with a high set. And then the shot attempt by Rama is good. Decker gets the assist going cross court. Sean Kelly with 7 kills. David Decker with 5. Zach Rama with 4. We do get a timeout. The Wave trying to keep it close. The Bruins have the lead 16-12 in set number 2. And tonight's match being brought to you by Purdy & Law Office's official sponsor. Able to get a key point. And you see Noe Mate, the 6'7" Brushman from Switzerland. Get him back in the lineup. Rama and Thorne a bit late covering. Waves for the match hitting 294. UCLA 354. Waves hitting 500 in this set. 6 kills, 12 swings, no attack errors. Yet they find themselves back by 3. Firing away is Decker, but the Waves keep it in play. Harmon with a tap. UCLA back row attack to Kelly. Waves, Harkey keeps it alive. Waves batted over. UCLA one more time. Cameron Thorne. Boy, both teams with so many weapons. And the Bruins now lead 17-13. And although Thorne is 6'4", he plays a lot taller. Goes way up on the ladders, probably has a vertical of about 38 to 40 inches. Plays like he's 6'7", 6'8". 3-time All-American, the treasure from Grand Canyon, off the blocks. Cole Harkey gets the kill. Harkey with 7 kills, leading Pepperdine. Barnett with 3. Sean Kelly with 7, topping UCLA. Cameron Thorne with 5, and David Decker with 5, and Zach Rama with 5. UCLA on the offensive. Bruin goes on the other side. Waves keep it in play. Nice cover by Harmon. This is Connolly setting. Rama volleys it over. Back there is Riley. Barnett off the blocks, but comes up short. UCLA 18, Pepperdine 14. Bruins of the 20 wins, 14 by shutout. They are 3-0 in 5-set matches. Pepperdine of their 17 wins, 10 by shutout. They have been shut out once by Santa Barbara. Service error. Pepperdine will get the ball down 18-15. UCLA, a school founded back in 1919. Enrollment about 45,000 students. Tuition about $13,200 a year. Rowan, quick attack. Cameron Thorne again. Missing 18-16. Waves trail by 2. Pepperdine, founded back in 1937, moved to Malibu in the late 50s, early 60s. Private school with an enrollment of 8,000 students. But that's where it ends. Tuition, one of the most expensive in the nation, $93,000 a year. But that includes books, so it's really not that bad. I think Stanford's about $95,000, USC over $90,000. Right, 1916 Bruins, Barnett firing away. Big point for Pepperdine. 1917 UCLA. They tried to rally. You see Barnett double blockers there. Decker along with Rowan. Waved the service line. Moving right to left in the white, blue, and orange. Bruins. Big attack there. Sean Kelly. Kelly, 8 kills, topping the Bruins, who lead 2017, and trying to make it 18 consecutive sets. Serve goes out of bounds. David Decker missing for the Bruins. 5 aces, 14 errors. Pepperdine, 2 aces, 6 errors. Talk with coaches. They ideally would like to see one ace to maybe every 2 or 3 errors. So if you have 3 aces, 9 errors, that's really good. That shot no good by Kelly. Had to go outside down the line. 2019 UCLA in the second set. Bruins won the first set 25-23. Does John Hawks take a timeout here? Waves serving. Barnett with a booming serve. Bowen runs it down. They go to the outside. Waves keep it in play. Comes back to Harkey, but his shot no good. Waves getting chances. They're hitting .275 with the match. The Bruins at .309. Sean Kelly at the service line. 21-19 UCLA. Number 1 ranked team in the nation. They have been that way all season long, a perfect 20-0, and they get a big ace. Bruins serving the high toss. Waves able to cover it. Polomas finds Harmon, knocked down, but it goes out of bounds. Andrew Rowan along with Wong Diallo missing the block and a point to Pepperdine. So the Waves, Fort Harmon in the offense. There's number 40, the transfer from Long Beach State that won the national title by beating UCLA last year. Waves with 5 national titles, but none since 2005. Second most all-time to UCLA's 21. Rowan, a little miscommunication, but Connolly able to get it over. Waves get it back. Hartke gets the kill. Waves going with more ball handlers, keeping Gomez and Lamoureux on the sidelines, at least in this set, with Kate Harmon, the ball handler, outside hitter. Waves with the serve, down 22-21. Bruins firing away. Harmon gets a touch at the net. The Waves get it over. 22 in the second set. Bruins won the first set, 25-23. Pepperdine hitting 409 in the second set. The Bruins 258. Waves serve comes up short. There's an Aiden Toon who just came in, the senior from Hawaii, been playing so well off the bench. 23-22 UCLA, and they get the ball back. You see Cameron Thorne with the signal like a catcher in baseball.
Next serve UCLA, number 9, Trent Taliaferro.
It'll be Trent Taliaferro, the 6'5 sophomore from San Clemente, to serve for UCLA. Waves ranked number 6 in the nation. That comes up short. Side down Pepperdine. We're tied at 23. Waves get the ball back and go Hartke at the service line. You see Chris Connolly, the 5'9 redshirt junior from Naples, Florida, the libero. Leads the Bruins with 139 digs. Hartke, big jump serve. Rowan to the outside, hit there by Rama. Comes back to Pepperdine. Hartke out of the back row. And ball punched over. Is it still in play? Yes. It comes back to Hartke. And his shot this time is good. Go Hartke. Boy, the Waves. Everybody stop for a moment. We get a timeout. We're going to get a challenge here. 24. Go Hartke. Does he take something up or does he roll the dice and let it fly? He fires away. UCLA on the offensive. They go to the outside. Zach Rama. We go to overtime. First set won by UCLA, 25-23. The ability of UCLA to handle that serve by Cole Hartke, key there. And Andrew Rowan serve. And it goes out of bounds, no good. Rowan, who leads the Bruins with 37 aces coming in. This may be challenged. The point to Pepperdine, 25-24. Waves have the lead. They are challenging, saying it was inbounds. Take another look on this serve. Well, it looks long. That angle, it looks like it went past the line. One more time, Andrew Rowan. Slow that down a little bit, a little better angle. It was ruled out of bounds. Service error, point to Pepperdine. Set point number 2 for the Waves, 25-24. Crowd really into it. Most of the Wave fans standing. Waves to serve. They take a little bit off this time to keep it in play. Rowan, they go over the middle and getting the point, Cameron Thorne. That's the risk you take when you take something off of it. When you have a great hitting team like UCLA, And they're able to get the point. We're tied at 25 in the second set. We'll go with the hard jump serve and put the other team at a disadvantage. Barnett taps it over, and the Waves get the point. Set point number 3 for Pepperdine. Pepperdine will bring in Zach Chapin, 6'1" redshirt freshman from Manhattan Beach to serve. Trying to close this set number 2 out and get even in the match. 26-25 Pepperdine, set point number 3 for the Waves. Chapin, good jump server. A left-hander comes up short. You try to roll the dice, put pressure on the other team. And that's the other chance you take if you take something off of it. UCLA and Pepperdine, such great ball handling teams that they'll set up. They're able to usually score rather easily. Let's see what the Bruins do as we continue into overtime. 26-26. UCLA has Grayson Bradford in to serve. 6'10", freshman. High toss, delivers. Waves able to control. They go to Harkey. Ball popped up. Back there saving it. Volleyed over by the Bruins. Waves control. Back to Harkey again. Gets it. Set point number 4 for Pepperdine. Harkey with 10 kills. 3 digs in the block. Really one of the premier players in the nation. Set point number 4, Barnett. Took a little bit off. Rowan on the backside. And finding Decker with the kill. 27-27. Wasn't it UCLA played Ohio State earlier this year and set an NCAA record, 94 combined points in a set, 48-46. Took 55 minutes and UCLA finally won the set. NCAA record, 94 points, 48-46. And then the point for UCLA. And they have set point number 1, David Decker. Was on the team last year, didn't play a lot.
David Decker serving set point.
The Waves have had 4 set points. The Bruins there first in this second set. Can you imagine that? 55 minutes for a set. Decker takes something off of it. Pepperdine on offense over the middle. James Eady. Pepperdine has not attacked from the middle a lot so far, but that might change as this match moves on. Eady right there. 28-28. Wade, big jump serve by Barnett. Quick hitter. Diving save by Riley. Pepperdine's Harkey cross court. Gets it. Set point number 5 for Pepperdine. 29-28. Double blockers there. Long Diallo along with Andrew Rowan. Set point number 5. The crowd really into it. Great to see. Great atmosphere. They're at Pauley Pavilion on Saturday at 5 o'clock in a second of the 2 matches. All right, Pepperdine serving, moving right to left. And Barnett firing away, missed it, out of bounds. He rolled the dice like a riverboat gambler, taking a chance. Had the lead, why not? Well, the Waves 5 set points, the Bruins with 1 in set 2. UCLA won the first set, 25-23. We are tied at 29. Bruins serving. Let's serve. Waves able to cover it. Outside to Harkey, gets the kill. Set point number 6 for Pepperdine. 11 kills for Harkey. He's hitting .429. Waves with a let's serve. They took something off of it. The Bruins really good. The shot no good. Pepperdine wins. attack air, and the Waves win it. 31-29. We are even at one set apiece. Law begins set number 3. Waves will be moving left to right in their white, orange, and blue. The Bruins in their powder blue and gold. Waves at the net punched over. We get a whistle and I guess a net against the Bruins and a point to Pepperdine. Our officials for tonight's game, that goes against Micah Wong Diallo. Our up official, Troy Gravitt. Down official, Brian Brokenball. Waves and Bruins Saturday at Pauley Pavilion. Waves then the following week home against Stanford on Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th. In fact, big series. Then off the block, Zach Rama. This weekend, Stanford's at USC, and both those teams sit at 6-2, tied for third, and Brigham Young is at Vanguard this weekend. BYU currently at 4-4, but SC and Stanford both 6-2, so it's a couple of big matches on Friday and Saturday over the middle, and we might get a net against Pepperdine. Maybe just missed it by James Eady. 2-1 UCLA. For the first time in a while, the Bruins lose a set. They had won 17 straight. They had one set point in that second set. The Waves finally got it done after 6 chances. Waves, Ryan Barnett. Well, you've got 2 great hitters in Barnett and Hartke. Waves have really made the adjustment. They've been using Ford Harmon in the back row as a ball handler, more of a defensive specialist than anything else, and it's helped the Waves, I think, in that second set. They had to take out Grant LaMorraine and Jose Gomez to do it. It's a gamble they had to make as Barnett gets the kill. It's giving Pepperdine more and more opportunities to score against UCLA. And so Harmon, who was at Long Beach State last year on that national championship team, has made somewhat of a difference coming in midway through the second set. 3-2 Pepperdine. Set number 3. We're tied in 1 set apiece. Back row attack.
Attack for the back row for UCLA, number 12, Sean Kelly.
Sean Kelly once again.
UCLA, number 7, Andrew Rowan.
Bruins have been moving the ball around. Give a lot of credit to Andrew Rowan. Got Kelly with 9 kills. Decker was 7. Rama was 7. Thorne was 6.
Service ace for UCLA.
Service ace. The ball was touched. 4-3 UCLA. Bruins unbeaten at 20-0, the best start since 1984. They're 11-0 on the road, 9-0 at home with the host Pepperdine on Saturday. Rowan with the serve. Polomas on the backside, the big block up front. Rama and Thorne coming up with a stop. Rama at 6'8", 5'3" UCLA. They recorded 4 straight shutouts, and they had won 17 consecutive sets until the Waves pulled out the win. Big serve by Rowan, the overpass, and then, oh, what a block up front. James Eady. Boy, Thorne rejected. What a great play by Eady. I don't think people realize how good he is. Great court presence, a good athlete. A lot of experience at 6'7". Timing is outstanding. Waves come up short. Waves with 2 aces, 10 airs, so a 1-to-5 ratio. Again, coaches would like to see a 1-to-2, 1-to-3 ace-to-air ratio. Bruins tonight, 7 aces, 16 airs, and is very good. Bruins serving Rama, and it goes out of bounds, no good. UCLA 6, Pepperdine 5. Or the Bruins, after this series with Pepperdine, they'll play at UC Merced. They'll host Menlo and then close out the regular season home against Brigham Young. Point for the Bruins. See David Decker, the southpaw, 7'5" UCLA. 6'9", was on the team last year. Bruins serving. They do a good job. Barnett back there to keep it in play. Hartke, but a nice save by Rowan. It comes back to Kelly. Takes something off of it and then hit the floor and a point to UCLA. UCLA 8, Pepperdine 5. Waves at home this year, 8-2, 9-2 on the road. We mentioned the schedule by UCLA and beating every top team. Of the Waves have beaten Penn State, Loyola Chicago, Lewis on the road. They have yet to play USC and Stanford. The remaining couple of weeks over the middle. The Pepperdine. Noe Mate gives the Waves a physical presence. 6'7", strong, quick hitter by Wong Diallo. 8-6. Waves with a win at Hawaii. 2 wins at Brigham Young last weekend. So they've been well tested like UCLA. Decker.
Swing number 19, David Decker.
But it goes out of bounds, no good. And a point to Pepperdine. 8-7, Waves down by a point. UCLA won the first set, 25-23. And Pepperdine the second, 31-29. Cole Harkey at the service line. 12 kills, hitting .435 tonight, 3 digs. This one gets away, side out to UCLA. 9-7 Bruins.
Back to shoot number 19, David Decker.
UCLA with a long list of notable alumni. As Decker serving, Polomas, back row attack. But the shot goes out of bounds.
Bruins.
Well, some of those alumni at UCLA, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a UCLA alumni. Nicolas Cage went to UCLA. Seems like he's in every movie that it was ever made. Decker serving. Waves on the attack. And driving it. The Waves get the point. Ford Harmon this time. You got Jim Morrison, former lead singer of the Doors, Ben Stiller, of course, Francis Ford Coppola, the director of The Godfather. Waves try to take something off of it. Steve Martin, of course, legendary. John Williams, music composer. Jaws, Star Wars. Leonard Nimoy, the original Mr. Spock, a UCLA alum. James Coburn, star of the 60s and 70s, the In Like Flint movies. Service here by the Bruins. Pepperdine down 11-9. How about Tom Skerritt of the Alien movies? Randy Newman, musician, composer, of course, I Love L.A. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live. Robert Englund from being Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, a UCLA alum. They go outside to Rama, firing away, but the Waves able to control it. They go to Harkey with a rip. Connolly is back there, popped up and volleyed over by the Bruins. Pepperdine again, this time Ryan Barnett. So just 2 great teams squaring off tonight. 11-10 Bruins. Of course, we can name all the great athletes that have come through UCLA. Bill Walton, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Coach John Wooden, Troy Aikman, quarterback, Jackie Robinson, name a few. But there's a couple of others you might be interested in as the Bruins go on the offensive. Block no good as Decker gets the point. You may or may not have heard of Ruth Handler. She was the inventor of the Barbie doll back in 1959 and was the co-founder of the Mattel Toy Company. Ruth Handler, a UCLA alumni. And then, of course, there's Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson on The Simpsons. Well, there you have it. All right, 12-11 UCLA here in the third set. You see Michael Wong Diallo, the 6'9" middle. 12-11 UCLA. Pepperdine serving going left to right. Over the middle, Cameron Thorne. The Bruins and Andrew Rowan, who's number 1 in the NCAA, averaging 11.67 assists per set. He's distributed the ball well to this UCLA team. Pepperdine's been more of an outside attack throughout this match, and then off the blocks. It is Cole Harkey. Harkey leading the NCAA in kills per set at 4.33. Man with 290 kills. He leads Pepperdine tonight with 13. Ryan Barnett with 9. 13-12 Bruins in the third set. Service ace, Ryan Barnett. For Barnett, that is his 31st service ace. He had 47 last year. First team All-American, number 14 for the Waves. They're tied at 13. Booming serve again. He gets another bullet. Air bases by Ryan Barnett. 14-13 Pepperdine. Waves for the match, hitting 348. UCLA 329. We mentioned both these teams. Great serving teams, great blocking teams. This is Rowan cross court and finds Decker, but it goes out of bounds. No good. And Pepperdine has rallied on a 4-0 run. We get a timeout. The Waves have the lead 15-13 in set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. You're watching the NBSF. I'm Big Jim Bluss. Before coming to UCLA, replacing John Spurall after 12 seasons. John Hawks was 40-17 in 2 seasons at Loyola Chicago. 2023, he was the MEVA Coach of the Year. All right, the overpass by the Bruins. Waves starting to roll. Back row, Ryan Barnett. 16-13 Pepperdine, a 5-0 run. Well, the Waves who made that strategic move by Jonathan Winder bringing Ford Harmon into the back row and using him as a ball handler, an outside hitter. A shot attempt, and Zach Rama this time gets the put away. No, Jonathan Winder, assisted by Matthew Pollack and Luke Reynolds, the associate head coaches. Will Kraft is the assistant coach. You see Coach Winder, former 4-time All-American. Pepperdine to a national championship, their last in 2005. He was a 6'8" setter, really one of the premier players. Let's see if they're gonna check on one of the Waves players, Ryan Barnett, being 10-2. Make sure he's gonna be okay. He's been brilliant as this match has gone on. Barnett has become emerging as a key player. He's got 10 kills tonight. 2 aces, 3 digs in the block. Ford Harmon, who has 4 digs tonight. Here's Riley with a nice save. They go to Hartke, gets the point. And the Waves continue. Take a 17-14 lead. Hartke now with 14 kills. Sean Kelly with 10, topping UCLA. All right, Bruins on the offensive. Decker, the block goes out. It's good. Cole Hartke at the net. And UCLA struggling right now. The Waves with the momentum in set number 3. They have gone on a 6-1 run and lead 18-14. Rowan on the backside. Decker. Waves cover it. Goes to Hartke, who slams it. Back there is Rama. Comes to Kelly, firing away. Can the Waves get it? No. Sean Kelly with the kill. 18-15 Pepperdine. Series that dates back to 1972. And the Bruins lead the series 93-46. With all those national titles, the Bruins just rolled through the 70s, 80s, 90s. And really 2000s, Bruins keep it alive. Back to Kelly, firing away. Of course, this year the NCAA tournament will have 12 teams. All begins on May 1st and 2nd. UCLA will host the national semis and championship on the 9th and 11th of May. But that means a number of at-large teams, probably from the NBS7 and Big West, will get in that otherwise would not. As Hartke off the blocks. It'll be a great tournament. All right, Cole Hartke at the service line. He has 14 kills tonight, 4 digs, a couple of blocks. He's hitting .464, and you know he's always looking at double blockers. So the Waves do a great job bringing him out of the back row. Bruins go to Kelly, block up front, Mate and Polomas. Waves up 2016. Big defensive effort by Pepperdine. We do get a timeout. 2016, Pepperdine is set. Third set. We're tied at one set apiece. Waves serving, back row attack. Sean Kelly once again. 2017, much needed point by the Bruins. UCLA at the service line. Take a little bit off of it. Polomas on the backside to Harkey. Harkey. Boy, how do you defend that? Coming out of the back row is 6'10", as athletic, and you can put him in the back row. He's an excellent ball handler. Nice set by Polomas. The double block a little bit late. Kelly there. Along with Wang Diallo, this time out of the back row, and the Bruins able to score. Zach Rama, 21-18. Pepperdine with the lead. You see Jacob Riley leads this Pepperdine team with 122 digs. He's at Concordia for a couple years and had a breakout season last year. He's the libero for Pepperdine. Back there is Riley to receive. Waves firing away. Oh, great save back there by the Bruins. Pepperdine back on offense. Back row to Harkey with a tap. Connolly able to save. They go back the other way with a rip, but the Waves keep it in play. Pepperdine, Connolly ball popped up. First set 25-23. The Waves the second 31-29. UCLA serving, moving right to left, and a service air out of bounds. Point to Pepperdine, 22-19 Waves. As John Hawks along the sidelines. Team unbeaten at 20-0, number one team in the country. Waves sit at number 6. They are 17-4. They've won 6 in a row and 10 of 11, including 2 wins at Brigham Young and then splitting 2 matches with Hawaii in Honolulu. Waves serving. They take something off of it. A jump floater. Quick attack over the middle. Sean Kelly with the put away. 22-20.
For the Waves and turning for Pepperdine number 5, Andre Polomas. Set number 4 for UCLA, returning for the Bruins number 20, Grayson Bradford.
Bruins.
Bradford back to serve for UCLA.
Grayson Bradford comes in, the 6'10 freshman from Manhattan Beach. Listed as an outside hitter. He's in to serve right now. Pivotal third set. Bradford with a strong jump serve. Waves on offense. They go to Ryan Barnett.
With authority, Waves.
Pepperdine 23, UCLA 20.
Back to serve number 5, Andre Polomas.
The Bruins, and seemingly all their pressure is on them, and you're always going to get everybody's best shot when you're number 1 and you're 20-0. Waves have played great so far out of the back row.
Swinging kill for UCLA, number 12,
Sean Kelly with the kill.
Back to serve for UCLA, number 7, Andrew
Waves,
Rowan.
Harkey with 16 kills, Barnett with 11, and then Noe Met with 3. For UCLA, Kelly 14, Rama 11, Decker with 9, Thorne with 7. Waves back. Get the ball to Harkey, cross court. Ball's popped up. Rowan gets a touch. Comes back right there. And then over the middle. Waves able to volley it back, but it goes out of bounds. And a point to UCLA.
Point UCLA.
Go, side out, Waves, side out.
23-22 Pepperdine. Andrew Rowan at the service line. 3-time All-American. In 2022 was the National Freshman of the Year. Jump serve, gets away. Set point number 1 for Pepperdine. Left to right, and they've got Ryan Barnett. He'll come with his best jump serve. He's one of the best servers in the nation. Waves trying to go up 2-1. Big jump serve. Ball's popped up. Bruins go to Rama, knocked down up front by the Waves. It comes back to UCLA. They come right back again. The Waves block, and Pepperdine wins. Cole Harkey with the block. 25-22. Pepperdine takes a 2-1 lead over number 1 UCLA. Team change sides. The Waves hitting 384, Bruins 308. Teams in the nation squaring off. Number 1 UCLA, Pepperdine number 6, and the Waves serving to begin set number 4 out of the back row. Sean Kelly. They've used him quite a bit out of that back row. 6'7", quick, athletic, the sophomore. 1-0 UCLA. Bruins serving. Bruins with 7 aces, Pepperdine with 4. Waves able to pound it. Brian Barnett comes back to UCLA. Rama, diving save back there by Harmon. It goes to Barnett, big block up front. Waves somehow get it over. It goes to Rowan out of the back row to Kelly. Christopher Hirsch, 6'9", redshirt junior from Cupertino, California, playing the middle right now, wearing number 15 for UCLA. So they're making some changes, trying to adjust to Pepperdine. Waves actually have gone a little bit smaller as the Waves get a quick hitter up the middle. Noe Mate reading the block. Back Rama back there defending, 2-1 UCLA. The Waves have actually gone smaller with Ford Harmon, and the Bruins staying big with another 6'9" middle to go along with Cameron Thorne at 6'4". All right, Rowan goes to Rama. Waves able to knock it down on the other side. This is Decker. Waves cover. Comes back to Barnett with a stuff. Big block up front there. As it comes to Rowan. Back row Kelly with a rip and scores. That's blocked there by Hirsch, who just inserted into the lineup. You see number 15. 3-1 UCLA. Let's see how they respond with their backs against the wall. Down 2-1, and number 6 Pepperdine on the road. Well, serving Andrew Rowan comes up short. 3-2. Pepperdine down by 1. For Pepperdine, had UCLA on Saturday, then home against Stanford for 2, and then home and home against USC. Still a long way to go and a lot to be decided in the NBSF, and the Waves get themselves an ace. But with 12 teams in the NCAA tournament for the first time, going to get a lot of at-large teams out of the NBSF and the Big West. Not necessarily having to win the conference tournament. BYU will host the NBSF tournament. Top 8 teams will go in Provo, April 22nd through the 25th at Brigham Young. BYU, that'll be a big advantage for them. Big crowd. BYU ranked number 10 in the country. Service air by UCLA. Not to mention the elevation that changed a lot of things up in Provo. We're tied at 4 in the 4th set. UCLA won the first set, 25-23. The Waves, that second set, 31-29. And then the third, 25-22. Side out to the Bruins, 5-4 UCLA. And so Christopher Hirsch to serve. Now for Hirsch, getting some playing time in a big match. Strong jump server. Waves over the middle, Edie, but it's rejected up front. On the other side, Harkey, oh, what a big block up front. Cameron Thorne and Sean Kelly defending. 6-4 UCLA. For Hirsch, only played in 20 sets, has 10 kills on the year. He's been hitting just 160 in the middle. Well, this is a little bit of a gamble for UCLA. And then nice save back there by Rama on the hit by Harkey. It's Hirsch with the hit. It comes back to Harmon, and then Decker goes out of bounds, and Pepperdine with the point. You see Ford Harmon 6-foot redshirt freshman out of Santa Barbara. Long Beach stayed last year. Since he's come in midway through the second set, it has turned things around for Pepperdine. 6-5 Bruins in set number 4. Waves up 2-1. Waves serving James Eady with the floater. Rowan goes to the outside, tapped over. Sean Kelly with a change of pace. Got 18 kills tonight. Rama with 11, Decker with 9, Thorne with 7. Serving Bruins with 7 aces, 23 errors. Pepperdine 5 aces, 14 errors. Bruins serving Decker. Back row to Barnett. Talk about all the athletes on UCLA, but none better than Ryan Barnett of Pepperdine, the 6'5 graduate. First team All-American last year. Tonight he has 12 kills, 4 digs, a block, and 2 aces. Pepperdine serving. Down 7-6 in set number 4. This is Rowan driving it. Waves able to cover. Riley with a touch. Hits one of the beams. Volley back by Hartke. Back row. And with the put away is Zach Rama. Rama now with 12 kills. Second team All-American last year. The top scorer this season. Coming in with 260 kills, hitting .364. Ranks number 6 in the NCAA, averaging 4.03 kills per set. Waves up. Over the middle, the quick attack, Noe Mate. Waves, sooner or later, are going to start attacking the middle. But the Waves have been so good on the outside, make a change. There it is right there, right tight to the net. Almost impossible to stop. And talk about the physical presence of Mate. Tapped over, right there is Rama. Waves able to keep it in play. Barnett change of pace. At the net they joust, won by Rowan, and they get the point. The Bruins. Andrew Rowan, number 7. 9-7 UCLA, trying to get this to a 5th set. Bruins won 2 out of 3 last year. Won both in the regular season, but it was Pepperdine who beat UCLA in the NBSF conference tournament and then won the NBSF service air. You see James Eady back in. Chris Conley for UCLA. Waves serving. Diggs 32-31. UCLA with the edge. Pepperdine hitting .348. UCLA 330. That comes up short. Special thanks to our entire Game On Entertainment crew, our director tonight, Jonah Barony, producing Archie Coruscani, Kristen Elizondo, and Christian Soler. And out of the Pepperdine Athletics Communications Department, special thanks to Kelly Nugent. All right, Waves on the offensive. Hartke out of the back row. And missed it long.
This one goes out of bounds. Point to UCLA.
11-8 Bruins. I think if the Bruins get a point here, the Waves may take a timeout. Trying to keep it close. And Andrew Rowan is the server. Leads this team with 37 aces. Strong jump serve. Waves a quick hitter, but great save there by Rowan. And then the hit, we're going to get a whistle. Going to be a net against UCLA. Point to Pepperdine. Wow. Well, you watch both these teams. There's not much difference. They're both so good. I doubt if there's a weakness on either team. You see Rowan and Decker. Waves serving down 11-9 in the 4th set. Up 2-1 are the Waves. Rowan, quick attack. And finds Hirsch. Ball was touched and a point to UCLA. The Bruins taking a chance with Hirsch. Haven't played that much. He's obviously got a lot of talent, good size, strong hitter, physical presence for the Bruins. And a service ace, Zach Rama. Rama on the year comes in with 10 aces. The Waves take a timeout. 13-9 in favor of UCLA in set 4 with the Waves out of Union play of the game. All right, Waves. Who else? Cole Hartke. 13-10 UCLA. Bruins won the first set, 25-23. And then a long, drawn-out second set won by Pepperdine, 31-29. Waves won the third set, 25-22. The service there, side out to UCLA, 14-10. Number 1 UCLA, 20-0, 7-0 in league. Pepperdine, number 6, 17-4 and 8-0 in conference. First place on the line. Waves over the middle, Edie, Riley able to get a touch. It comes back to Harmon, knocked down by Thorne along with Decker on the other side. Great plays on both sides. Unbelievable. 14-11, Pepperdine down by 3. Nice set by Polomas. It's 42 assists tonight. Rowan with 44, leading UCLA and the Bruins. Cameron Thorne with the put away. Got 8 kills. You see the transfer from Grand Canyon. Still scratch my head why Grand Canyon dropped the sport a couple seasons ago. They really had that program going. Right, Waves. Run down by Polomas. Finds Hartke. Block up front by Thorne. Comes back to Harmon on the other side, and the shot no good. 16-11 Bruins. If we should go to a 5th set, just in case. Bruins serving. Riley able to get the save. Harkey with the tap. Rowan sets Rama. They come right back to UCLA. Rowan again finds Kelly with the kill. If we go to a 5th set, the Waves are 2-0 in 5-set matches. The Bruins are 3-0 in 5-set matches. We get it 471 in set 4. Waves, Cole Harkey. Nice save back there by Rama. Comes back to the Bruins, but knocked down by Harkey. Along with the Waves, Noe Mate. Big defensive effort by Pepperdine. 17-12, UCLA in the 4th set. He's up 2-1. Battle of unbeatens in conference play. The Waves at 8-0, the Bruins 7-0. Quick attack there, Cameron Thorne. 18-12, UCLA. Pepperdine in this set, hitting only 136 on 6 kills, 22 attempts, and 3 attack errors. Has Christopher Hirsch made that much of a difference for UCLA? Maybe so. Overpass by Pepperdine. Bruins Kelly setting, finds Ramo, drops it over. UCLA has come back with a vengeance in this 4th set. The Waves will make a quick change. They're going to bring in Graham Lamoureux for Ford Harmon. You kind of wonder if UCLA has made their adjustment on Pepperdine. So 19-12, Lamoureux, 6'10", redshirt freshman out of Columbus, North Carolina, number 1 recruit in the nation 2 years ago. Top beach volleyball player on top of everything else. Booming serve for an ace.
Service ace for UCLA, number 12,
Sean Kelly. Got 3 aces tonight on top of everything else. It's 20-12 Bruins. Trying to get this to a 5th set. They are 11-0 on the road this year. Big crowd here at Firestone Fieldhouse, well over 1,000. A lot of students have turned out on this Thursday night. Service error. Waves get the ball back down 20-13. Brad Lamoureux in to serve in this rotation. Lamoureux, a strong jump server, 23 aces on the year. He's been injured quite a bit this season, but finally getting healthy. Waves back on offense. Lamoureux gets the kill. 6'10", he's a lot like Cole Harkey. You can put him in the back row. He's an excellent ball handler and blocker. He's making another adjustment here late in the 4th set. 2014 Bruins. Lamoureux, the high toss, rocks and fires. Rowan, the quick attack there. Waves able to keep it in play. Goes back outside to Harkey, but misfires. Shot no good. 21-14 UCLA. See Cameron Thorne, transfer from Grand Canyon, 3-time All-American out of Hollywood, Florida. Riley receives, waves to Harkey out of the back row. The block goes out of bounds, and Pepperdine with the point.
UCLA block. Point leads. Zach Chapin returns for Pepperdine. Zach Chapin.
Mate comes out. Waves go to their bench. They bring in Zach Chapin, the 6'1 redshirt freshman out of Manhattan Beach to serve. 21-15 UCLA. A hard-fought match. Just two outstanding teams. The jump serve by Chapin. This is Rama with a smash, but it goes out of bounds. No good. Attack air. 21-16 in UCLA. The Waves get a point here. Bruins might call a timeout. A little too close for comfort. Chapin again. Good jump serve. Rama gets a touch, hits one of the beams, too many hits. Pepperdine with a point. And yep, UCLA takes the timeout. Showdown in the NBSF. High Waves on a 3-0 run. And Chapin comes up short. So side out to UCLA, 22-17 in favor of UCLA. They may have adjusted that scoreboard. Actually, before the break, they did not add that last point to Pepperdine. Now they do, but Bruins, Andrew Rowan. Waves go to Barnett with a slam hit, but it goes out of bounds. 23-17, UCLA. Trying to get this to a fifth set here in Malibu. Andrew Rowan. A strong serve. Waves back row, finding Lama Ray, but the shot attack air. Set point number one for UCLA in this fourth set. 24-17. Bruins have come back strong in this fourth set. Andrew Rowan. Waves pop it up. Polomas to Barnett, the big block up front. Decker and Hirsch, but it's no good. I'm going to Pepperdine. So set point number two. 24-18. Polomas, who leads this team, coming in with 35 aces on the year. The service here, and UCLA has won 25-18 to even the match at 2 sets apiece. So the Waves give it back to the Bruins. We'll come back with set 5. They'll play to 15. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. You're watching the NBSF for tonight's match. Up official Troy Gravitt, down official Brian Brokenball. Number one team in the nation, UCLA, being pushed to a fifth set. They are 3-0 in 5-set matches this year. Pepperdine is 2-0, and the first serve goes out of bounds and point to UCLA, and the Bruins lead 1-0. Play to 15, you must win by 2. There's no ceiling. Christopher Hirsch, the middle blocker. There's a key in that fourth set for UCLA. And a strong jump serve. Waves up, big block up front. Waves get it back. Punched over by Harkey. We're going to get a whistle. Going to be double contact against Pepperdine. Up point to UCLA. 2-0 Bruins. The Waves have won 6 in a row, 10 of 11. Bruins' best start since 1984 at 20-0. Only remaining unbeaten team in the nation. First place on the line tonight. At the net, punched over. For Harmon, they say it was touched, and the point to Pepperdine. So the Waves have gone back to Fort Harmon, but we are going to get a challenge by UCLA. The Waves going back to Fort Harmon, taking Grant Lamaray out here in set 5. Harmon so instrumental in sets 2 and 3. You see, Harkey with the hit, definitely was touched. The call on the court was a point to Pepperdine off the block, but UCLA challenging. Thorne and Rowan both defending. So we'll take a look at this one. It shouldn't take long. Invariably, the coaches will ask their players, what did you see? I'm a little surprised they are challenging this. Well, maybe. Did it go above the hands? Surely Harkey's hand hit the hand of Rowan, but did the ball hit the hand of Rowan? Got to be absolute and definitive to overturn the call, which becomes so important in these days. Long look by Brian Brokenball. They finally put a time limit on reviews of 3 minutes in the NCAA. 2-1 UCLA. So let's see if this point stands for Pepperdine. Waves were given the point, saying the ball was touched by UCLA. Big crowd tonight here at Firestone Fieldhouse. I'm sure they'll have a big crowd on Saturday at Volley Pavilion. 5 p.m. first serve, Waves and Bruins. The point will stand. Maybe there was not enough to overturn it. Andrew Rowan saying, no, it never touched my hand. Harkey's hand hit his hand. So the Waves down 2-1. John Hart flips on along the sidelines. Pepperdine serving. It's Ryan Barnett. Barnett tonight with 13 kills, 6 digs, 2 aces and a block. He's had 32 swings, hitting .250 tonight. Barnett drum serve. Bruins go outside to Rama, covered by Pepperdine. They go back row, Barnett, but a big block up front by UCLA. Rama up front, Cameron Thorne. 3-1 Bruins. They've got the shot they wanted. Andrew Rowan also helping out. 3-1 UCLA, trying to remain unbeaten. A lot of pressure on UCLA as this season wears on. Waves the quick attack. Kept, no, apparently not. Point for Pepperdine. James Eady with the put away. Big point for Eady. He's only had 6 swings throughout the match. Harkey and Barnett have combined for 77 of the 109 attempts for Pepperdine. Bruins on the attack at the net, punched over. That by Rama, and a point for UCLA. They take a 4-2 lead in this set number 5.
Next is here for the Bruins, number 21, Zach Rama.
Zach Rama at the service line, 13 kills, 7 digs, 3 blocks, and a service ace. All-American from last year. High toss, takes something off of it. Waves on the backside. That is Harkey. It comes back to UCLA, tapped over. Waves pop it up at the net. They volley it back. UCLA again, Rowan. The momentum down to the Bruins, who now lead 6-2. Remember, they're only playing to 15 in the 5th set. Waves driving the ball. It is Lama Ray. They battle at the net. Pepperdine wins the battle. The block up front. Noe Mate. Big point for Pepperdine. Down 6-3. Wave serving, Cole Harkey. 20 kills on the night, the All-American, the sophomore. Overpass and a good serve by Harkey. Pepperdine attacking out of the back row. Ryan Barnett. 6-4 Pepperdine. And Barnett coming out of the back row. 6-4, Waves down by a couple. Barnett tonight, 13 kills, 7 digs. He's moving right to left. Cross court, ball popped up. Goes into the rafters, comes back on the same side. That is in play, and the Waves get the point. So Harkey. Waves making a run at 8. Somewhere that next season in the women's game, women's volleyball, they will not change sides in the first 2 sets. Stay on the same side. Let's see if it transcends to the men's game come next year. All right, Grayson Bradford, the 6'10 freshman from Manhattan Beach in the serve. He comes up short. UCLA 7, Pepperdine 6. This could be a preview of a national championship in early May. Of course, the Bruins have the luxury of hosting the semis and championship. Waves serving. Bruins out of the back row. Rama, the shot goes out of bounds, no good. They're tied at 7. They drew down early, 6-2, have rallied. And a 5-1 run here in set number 5. Pepperdine serving again. Service, did they get the ace? Yes! Pepperdine leads 8-7. Game will change sides. We'll continue this 5th set. That's coming up on 2 hours and 20 minutes. The Waves get the lead. They'll score 3 straight points. And on a 6-1 run here midway through set number 5. Harkey with 21 kills, Barnett with 14. Bruins a little more balanced. Kelly 19, Rama 15, Thorne with 10, 9 for Decker. Bruins cross court, Waves able to keep it alive. Ball goes up into the rafters. Waves get it over. UCLA again firing away and getting the kill.
Point UCLA.
Well, the Bruins tied at 8. Sean Kelly.
Bruins number 19, David Decker.
20 kills for Kelly. David Decker back in to serve. 6'9" outside hitter, and that gets away out of bounds. 9-8 Pepperdine. Jonathan Winder standing along the sidelines. He's usually sitting. An intense moment here in this one. In set 5, Waves up 9-8. Waves with the serve. This will be Aiden Toon off the bench. Bruins way above the net, able to score. Sean Kelly. 21 kills for the sophomore. Well, we knew he was good, but he really shined tonight. Polo Massanini defending. We're even at 9. This is Kelly serving. Strong jump serve. Polomas runs it down at the net. They just won by the Waves. And let's see, we might have got a net. It's going to be against Pepperdine. Point to UCLA. They take the lead 10-9. Lord Harmon back in for the Waves. You see right there, yeah, touched the net. It's a good call by the officials, Barnett. 10-9 UCLA. Bruins serving. Who else but Sean Kelly? High toss, rocks and delivers. Riley with a nice reception. Over the middle, Edie. Big point by James Edie. We're tied at 10. Nice set by Polomasa, who has 49 assists tonight. Andrew Rowan with 52 for UCLA. Bruins able to get the point. Sean Kelly.
Well,
he's been unbelievable. Kelly came in hitting .402, and he's hitting .385 tonight. So that's no fluke. He's really good. Number 12 for UCLA. Waves on the attack. The shot. It is good. Cole Harkey. Boy, you just see the emotions on both teams. There's a great rivalry here in Southern California. The two most successful programs in the history of the sport. Bruins 21 national titles. This one gets away. Service there. And the Bruins lead 12-11. Pepperdine with 5, second most all time. Bruins with 21. Of course, the legendary coaches, Al Skates, 50 years, the head coach, over 1,200 wins. Pepperdine's Marv Dunphy, 33 years, over 600 career wins. Pepperdine on the attack. They get to Barnett, who gets the kill. Tied at 12. Doubles were there. Barnett read the block. Thorne defending. Jack Chapin in to serve for Pepperdine. Done a good job all night long. Crowd really into this match. Standing for most of it throughout the night. UCLA over the middle. The block out front. Noe Mate. 13-12 Pepperdine. Watch this. Boy, on Cameron Thorne. That is not easy. One-on-one. Wide Waves. Chapin with another good jump serve. This is Rama going outside. No good. John Hawks staring down maybe at his first defeat of the season. 20-0, number one team in the country. Waves have been trying to move up in the rankings. They've been at number 6 for several weeks. It has come down to this. Pepperdine will serve in this last set. Pepperdine hitting 267. The Bruins 125. Waves have getting some great serving, boy. Can't say enough about Zach Chapin tonight, the 6'1 redshirt freshman. He delivers. Bruins will watch it go out of bounds. So it'll be match point number 2 for the Waves. 14-13. Chapin, his serve has made a big difference. 13 Waves. Rama, 15 kills tonight, 9 digs, jump serve, took a little bit off. Waves a chance to win it here. They go outside, the ball is popped up into the rafters, played by UCLA, and volley back. Pepperdine again, back row, the block returned by UCLA, comes back to Pepperdine over the middle. Mate rejected. Pepperdine another chance, they go outside the Barnett, the shot is...
Hello, chúc ngày mới vui vẻ. Hiện tại tôi đang làm video cả nha. Lấy cái cày. Ăn chưa? Ăn chưa?
Khoan, hình như ở ngoài kia có ai. Nè, đứng yên đã.
Chạy ra gì vậy mà quỷ gặp chỗ dừng thì cũng phải lánh, có nói giữ nhà yên tâm ăn cơm.
Câu khích khích.
Thôi ăn đi, mai còn dậy sớm nữa. Ăn thôi. Cuối xóm mình có cây đa to lắm, đêm nào cũng
nó xuống đây. Ủa gì vậy? Qua tay luôn kìa.
con xin con số may mắn.
Hôm này đau dữ hả? Hôm này hát đâu đau dữ hả? Hè chi? Hôm này ở tôi thấy là hát không bản rồi, tôi thấy mất tiêu quá kìa. Đúng rồi, Duyên Văn cái bà hát đâu là muốn gì đó.
Các cô các chú linh thiêng, cho con xin con số may mắn. Cháo trắng của ngoại hết 30.000. Đêm hôm ngoại thức khuya thế.
Ta đợi con lâu lắm rồi.
Cháo trắng của ngoại hết 30.
Rồi Sam đủ về nó lại. Sam nó hát cũng có bản không có tiêu. Ủa vậy hả? Rồi nó phụ hả? Ủa vậy hả? Ủa nó không có đủ hả? Lái kỹ độ một kỹ độ mẹ. Cho mẹ đi đầu mới đi. Thôi tối tôi thấy vô tôi thấy ủ Sang có đi với mẹ. Cho Sang với ca với Nghĩa hả? À. Ủa có bà Tảo nữa hả?
bái chi cho phí để tao dùng cho nó thực tế.
Gì thế này?
Cúng bái chi cho phí để có con ma nào rảnh không? Vào đây em bao ăn bao ở, chỉ cần tối tối đi hùn mấy đứa em ghét thôi. Thằng khùng đêm hôm để người ta ma cũng bị bốc. Có con ma nào rảnh?
Anh thì ngồi xuống, bay lỡ lưng thế sao lão múc rau răm cho được? Ăn trứng lớn mà không ăn rau răm thì đi đầu thai cho rồi.
Đang ngồi làm việc anh em.
khấn vái vong hồn về đây cho con xin số để đổi đời. Con sợ quá. Lẹ đi, nghe tiếng dế mẹn kêu gợn người quá. Chạy lẹ anh em ơi. Dạ, con khấn. Chúng lái lẹ giùm con.
Đăng chưa?
Chúng lái lẹ.
Bật nhóm được không?
Tránh ra cho lỡ làm ăn con ơi. Tránh ra. Ông ơi, cho con. Thì có